Okay, now before we really jump in, I want to take you by the hand and show you and share with you how to make money online, even if you are a complete newcomer, even if you're a little bit skeptical. It really is something you can do. I'd like to quickly share with you 4 words that changed my life. Can I share these words with you right now? 4 words. These words totally changed my life. And I'm going to write them here in my best handwriting. The words that changed my life are as follows. And please, could you kind of read these out as let me just move this for you. I should move this, shouldn't I? Sorry, were you in pain there? I heard a, ooh. Doctor? Oh, okay. All in my best, all skills. Oh, I heard somebody shout out where we're going with this. All skills are, oh, I think I love you. Love you more. We've got a bit of a love fest going on, haven't we? What does this say? Twice as loud all together. All. One more time. Women only. Men only. Women in men's voices. That was weird. Men in women's voices. Okay, that was just wrong. You guys are crazy. I think we get the general idea. But this literally changed everything for me, because you know what happened? I stopped being scared. I realized that all skills are learnable. I learned this from Brian Tracy. Any Brian Tracy fans here? Okay, I've worked with Brian a couple of times. I don't know him all that well, but I did tell him that these words literally changed my life. Because as I say, I stopped being scared. I realized that anything that we can learn is a skill. Who here can cook, for example? Okay, you can cook. You learned that skill, didn't you? Did you get it right first time? No. No. Who here can play a sport, for example? Play a sport? You learned that skill, didn't you? Did you get it right first time? Of course not. Who here can speak another language? You learned that skill. Did you get it right first time? Of course not. Making money online is just a skill. That's all it is. And once I realized that all skills are learnable, do you know what? I stopped being scared. I thought all making money online is it's a skill. So I just need to learn this skill. And this changed everything for me. Who here likes to learn new things? Yeah? We all should. Everybody's hand should be up. Isn't this what life is about? Pushing ourselves, expanding ourselves, learning new possibilities, expanding our mind, not just settling for what we've got. Who's a lifetime learner here? I'm a lifetime learner, and we all should be lifetime learners. Making money online, it's just a skill. And if you look up the textbook definition of the word skill, it means that it's something that can be learned. And I'd like to teach it for you right now. So this is the plan for the next 60 minutes or so. I don't have a counter up here, I'm afraid, Mr. AV guy. So if you want to give me a shout when we're running out of time. There shouldn't be any more than 8 or 9 hours, okay? So we should be right. We've locked the doors, yeah? Okay, good, perfect. What I'd like to do is I'd like to share with you a condensed version of something that was released last year. It's an online coaching program called Chris Mentor Me, which is a 6-week online coaching program. I've condensed it kind of into 60 minutes, and I'd like to share with you over the next 60 minutes how you can make money online. Would that be okay with everybody? Yeah? Should we jump in? Okay. Right. Now, let's focus. If you're making notes, you may want to make notes. There are 3 steps. How many steps? 3. There are 3 steps that you need to understand. What's the word? Understand in order to make money online. That's it. Just 3 steps. I wish when I started online, somebody had sat me down and explained simply and methodically how this business works. But instead, we get bamboozled from a million different directions, and people like to overcomplicate things. Who here is somebody that thinks that they overcomplicate things? Where are my complicators? Okay. Where are my perfectionists? Yeah. Yeah. Where are my perfectionists in denial? Where are my recovering perfectionists? I'm a recovering perfectionist. You know, you want everything to be perfect, but it doesn't have to be to make money online. So I'm going to share with you these 3 steps. Now, this is the plan. What I'd like to do is I like to teach as in the same manner that I like to learn, and that is really step by step. Despite what people think, despite having a 7-figure-a-year web business, I am certainly not the quickest person to pick up new things. I need to have things explained to me 3 or 4 times. Facebook's a perfect example. I just didn't get it at all. People would explain it to me, and I'd be like, I still don't get it. I don't get it. And then you almost feel embarrassed to admit this, don't you? So I really want to explain this step by step so we understand. That's kind of the key word here, understand. Once we understand something, we're not so scared of it. There's a great expression, you conquer fear through knowledge. Has anybody heard that expression? Isn't that a wonderful expression? You can't think about that. You conquer fear through knowledge. Why are we scared of anything? The only reason we're scared of anything is because we don't really understand it. Let's go back to kind of primal times when we were a kid and we wake up and it's dark. We're scared of the dark. We turn on the light switch and we're not scared anymore. It's the same with knowledge. We conquer fear through knowledge. So I want to go through exactly how to make money online. So even if you don't want to take this business any further, it is something that you could sit down with your partner or your best friend over a cup of coffee and explain how making money online works. Because do you honestly think, that every single person that is making money online is a marketing genius? Honestly? It's like creating a website. I remember thinking, oh, creating a website, that sounds terrifying. Again, do you honestly think that everybody that has a website is a technical genius? Not at all. All they've done is they've pushed through that slight fear that we all have, and they've applied and taken a bit of action. And it really is not that difficult to start. Actually, out of interest, does anybody here have a web business already? Anybody have a... Okay, oh, that's interesting. We've got maybe 10% of the room. Out of those that have a web business, anybody here earning over, let's say, $5,000, £4,000 a month or so? Got a couple? Excellent. Okay. Who does not have an online business but is interested in maybe having a web business or something? Okay, perfect. So, how to make money online? There are 3 steps to making money online. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to very quickly give you the overview of these 3 steps. And I'm going to do this very quickly. And then we're going to come back and look at each step in a bit more detail. Is that okay with everyone? So let me just give you the overview so you can sort of see the roadmap. And then we'll come back and look at each individual element, because I really do want you to understand this. It's such a fun industry as well. So there are only 3 steps to making money online. There really are only 3. And this is where we start. The very first thing before we do anything else, before we stress ourselves out or worry about anything, the very first thing we do is we find a profitable niche. What exactly does this mean? This means we find an area where people are already spending money. That's it. Incidentally, there are thousands, from stay-at-home mums to asthma cures to buying property abroad to tax planning to manicures for poodles. Okay, maybe not that one, but there are lots of profitable niches. Now again, I'm going to come back to this in a few moments' time because it warrants about 10 or 15 minutes. Just for now, I want you to know that this is where we start. Most people don't even get this bit right. So this is where we start. Once we've discovered a profitable niche, and again, don't worry if you're thinking, well, how do we do that, Chris? I'm about to tell you. But the second step, once we've discovered a profitable niche, is we then build a list of people that are interested in this profitable niche. So we've identified an area where people are already spending money. How? I'll come on to that. Then once we've identified an area, of which there are thousands, we build a list of people that are interested in this subject matter. Those more astute amongst you may have noticed we haven't actually made any money yet. True. That comes at the 3rd step. And the 3rd step is once we have a list of people, we then market or promote or introduce our list to products that we know that they are interested in. That's it. Those are the 3 steps. 3 steps to making money online. I call this the engine of a web business. Here's what I love about a web business. Once this is set up correctly, you don't ever need to touch it. My engine, I have various engines in different niches. I don't touch them anymore. Literally don't touch them. I just concentrate on, just like with any engine, you add fuel to an engine, and in web terms, that's traffic, visitors to your website. But we'll be coming onto that in a few moments' time. So,